Hi, thank you for watching Gabbin About Games. I'm Miquel Sanchez.
And I'm Viper UK98.
And today, a bit of a mix-up. Viper has a subject he would like to discuss. Go, Viper.
So, what I've noticed coming up a lot in Steam catalogues and all that kind of stuff is there's a lot more survival games coming out. So you've got your likes of H1Z1, DayZ, Rust. There's a few others that I think I've probably got in my Steam library if I actually looked. And there seems to be sort of a lot of them are also very much like beta games. They still haven't, ironed out all the problems and issues with them. But I just want to sort of discuss what your opinion of them is, and see where you stand with them.
I've played a few. I've certainly played DayZ. I haven't played H1Z1 yet, or as I call it, Hizzy. I've played a little bit. I don't know if you'd throw Dying Light in that category as well. I have got Dying Light, which I have played. I think the answer to this is quite simple. They are all trying very hard to be the zombie, and I know they're not always zombies, but they're trying to be the zombie horror survival game. The only people that I think have come close to that is Left 4 Dead 2. That, in my opinion, is one of the best zombie survival games. Yes, it doesn't have the RPG elements. You can't build a base. I have 7 Days to Survive as well, and that's one of the big aspects of that game. It's more tower defense, zombie. I think ultimately the problem with these games is particularly DayZ, is that they're games that have a much better reputation than they actually deserve. DayZ, in my opinion, is still a pretty rotten game. The community as well, and this is somebody that plays Dark Souls, the community on DayZ is really, really toxic. You will pretty much, if you were to go on Steam, download and install DayZ now, you will play it and you will spend at least 3/4 of an hour, probably 2 hours, literally just wandering around the map. You will see no one. You might have a zombie or two come at you. You won't have any weapons to speak of. It won't be any fun whatsoever. Then you will encounter someone. That person will shoot you. Guaranteed. He will ask you if you are friend or enemy. Whilst you are trying to figure out how you can convince him that you are a friend, he will have shot you already and stole your battery and your backpack. So it's I think I haven't played Rust. I'm tempted to get Rust. I might give Rust a go. My concern is that, as you say, though, the market is just getting quite badly flooded with these, and I've kind of been burnt by DayZ a little. I don't think I need another one in my life at the moment. And as I said, I think Left 4 2 nailed it. I think Left 4 2 is what people want. Human nature is the problem, I think, with all these other ones. People are just too happy being arses to each other that you can really, if you knew, in fact I'm going to rephrase this, if you play with 4 or 5 people that you know can all get DayZ, or you can get 7 Days to Survive, and you can play together as a group, you will probably have a lot of fun. I mean, you and I both used to play with quite a pretty big community about 15 years ago, something like that. If we'd have all got DayZ, we would have been a force to be reckoned with on that, because there'd have been so many of us playing together to achieve an end. I think individually you are just entering it to suffer.
Yeah, so I agree with pretty much all the comments. I've looked. I haven't actually played H1Z1 or DayZ. I do have Rust. I've watched a lot of videos of H1Z1. And I've seen a couple of videos of DayZ, and I would have to 100% agree. You spend pretty much 99% of it wandering aimlessly around, searching in this, that, and the other, and finding pretty much nothing because everything's already looted. I don't sort of see the point. I don't see it as fun. It just seems quite dull. And as you say, pretty much as soon as you spot a person, they're going to shoot you, and everything that you've spent the last 5 hours trying to find, you lose.
And the problem is that attitude breeds. That attitude really does breed, because everyone that you meet kills you. As soon as you do get a gun or a weapon, you're going out your way to kill everyone that you meet, and that's the problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's human. It says a lot about human nature, really, these games. But I just think that you just need to play them with somebody. I just don't think you're going to find them enjoyable as a solo experience, with the exception of Left 4 Dead, and yet you can still be arses to each other on Left 4 Dead. You can have somebody like on the ground getting done by a tank or a witch, and you're like, yeah, see ya. Or you can have a room full of 4 witches that you think, oh, yeah, this is troll territory, and just wake them all up. So yeah, I think they're all just trying to find the formula, but none of them are really succeeding at the moment. I
think the other issue that I've got with them is that pretty much every single one of them is still in development. They're not a full game. I haven't seen one of these games, which is, you know, with base building, with survival, and all of that kind of stuff, that is an actual completed game.
And DayZ is still a mess. DayZ is still a total mess. It's, and you know, considering it's been in alpha or alpha release now for well over 2, 3, maybe even 3 years now, it's still a real mess. It's on my Steam. I will probably reinstall it in 6 months just to see if anything has changed, but I just don't find it enjoyable. You just spend far too much time doing nothing. And I said I would just add the condition, if you are playing with somebody, if you know somebody that has it and you can play together as a group, you probably have a lot more fun than just approaching it from an individual standpoint, because as an individual, you're just going to get pissed off all the time. You're just going to spawn in, get shot, lose all your stuff, go back to square one. So somebody will get there one day, but at the moment, everyone's trying and failing pretty miserably.